Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Academy. This episode we're digging into the core principles of animation, starting with the basics of motion. The simplest animations just move an object from point A to point B with no extraneous movement in between. But that usually looks pretty stiff, and besides that, that's not how things move in real life. Usually objects need time to accelerate or build up inertia, and that's due to things like friction or air resistance or the mechanics of muscles. Think about a baseball pitcher. They don't just throw from a neutral position, right? Their whole body winds up beforehand. This initial motion is called anticipation. Often, anticipation moves in the opposite direction of the action to build up energy and to create a bigger contrast between the beginning and the end images. This also has the added benefit of making the action more clear to the audience, since there's more time to see and understand what's going on. Anticipation can also be exaggerated to increase the impact of the entire motion. Basically, the bigger the motion, the bigger the windup. Transformation sequences are a great example. They're full of little moments of anticipation, all leading up to one big finale. The close cousin of anticipation is called follow-through. It refers to motion that continues after the primary action has stopped. Again, think about how real objects are in constant motion. When a person with long hair is walking, the hair might bounce a little bit as it reacts to the movements of their body. But the hair also lags behind by a split second, since it only gets pulled after the rest of the body has moved. Just like anticipation, follow-through can add extra energy to an action, and bigger follow-throughs can be used to indicate even bigger actions. When animators put these two together, they produce an effect called overlapping action. The character's body winds up and then moves and then takes some time to settle into its final position. So when the first action stops, the follow-through keeps going while the next action begins its anticipation too. The result is a sense of constant motion, with each action flowing naturally into the next. It's really easy to recognize as super lively and often very expressive. Most expert animators are also masters of overlapping animation. A lot of anime productions are pretty conservative about applying this principle, and for good reason. It takes a lot of time and hard work to make animation look that good. But when a master animator takes over for a scene, you can feel it. Their anticipations and follow-throughs carve out enough time for every motion and infuse them with so much extra energy. In scenes like these, you can really feel the magic of animation at work. We've only just scratched the surface of the many principles and techniques at work in every great piece of animation. Next episode, we're gonna dive into deformation and how animators use it to put yet another expressive spin on how things move. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy learning about animation too, please be sure to give this a like and comment below. Let's say, what are your favorite examples of fluid and overlapping animation scenes? I know you can think of at least one. And hey, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified when our next class is posted. Until next time, class, this has been Anime Academy. Class dismissed.